Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new episode of Literally Not Okay with your girl, Alexis Waters. Okay, guys, first things first, my sister was supposed to be on the episode with me today, and she called me last minute and told me that her children had this thing called ass-foot mouth, hand-foot mouth, ass-foot mouth disease, which is absolutely disgusting, and I feel so bad for her. But I'm like, dude, these children are just taking over your life. Like, she hasn't really been that good of a sister ever since she became a mother. It's like all she cares about is her children, and I'm like, I don't get it. And like, I love them too. Like, they're my nieces and nephews, but like, I want my sister back, you know? But yeah, so it will only be, and actually, I feel really bad because like hand, foot, mouth, ass disease is really sad and really painful, and like you can't really do anything about it. It's like sores all over your ass and mouth and in your mouth. And now I think my sister has it. She didn't want me to tell you guys that, but it's okay. Moving on. Okay, so unfortunately, my sister is dealing with the ass, foot, mouth disease, and it's gonna just be me. And we are going to talk about my BACKSTREET BOYS experience and the Justin Bieber saga. So guys, I went to this BACKSTREET BOYS concert at Las Vegas in the Sphere. When I tell you, it was the most magical experience of my life. I am a different person ever since I went. I'm telling you, like, I should have went to therapy, but I went to the BACKSTREET BOYS concert instead. It was the most insane experience of my life. Like, I don't know what it was in the Sphere, but the energy, the music, the vibe, like everything about that night was epic. Like, I don't know. I mean, I didn't even realize that the BACKSTREET BOYS were like still really hot. Like, they were like hot. And I was like with my husband, but I really wasn't with my husband. You know, I also should announce the fact that I took a bunch of chocolate mushrooms before I went to the Sphere. So, I mean, I think that did play a big part in the most magical night experience. But when I tell you, the BACKSTREET BOYS were so fucking good. They sang so well, danced so well. And I think they're like in their 40s and 50s. Like, they still got it. Like, I don't know. I didn't really have high expectations, but I mean, I've heard the concert was 10 out of 10, like everybody told me. So going into that, you kind of have that in your mind, but they like exceeded my expectations. I mean, the shrooms definitely enhanced it, but they were so good. Like, they sang so well. Like, I'm still flabbergasted. And now I'm like in such a BACKSTREET BOYS hole, like watching videos of if they still like each other, like what happened to them back in the day. I'm going down a deep hole. But one of the BACKSTREET BOYS, Brian Littley, I think that's his name. Not sure. I definitely think I butchered that. He has this vocal issue where the muscles around his voice like get strained. So like he can sing and like it can get really, it wouldn't sound good. But the night I was there, Brian's voice was iconic. And Nick Carter, I know he's like supposed to be the fan favorite, but like he's still hot. And like, I don't like white boys. And like something was happening downstairs when Nick Carter was performing. Like, his voice was amazing. AJ too was a member that I forgot about. And when I tell you, I had my eye on him. I had my eye on AJ. AJ brought it. Like, he had, and all of them had such good energy. Like, they were like really, I don't know if they're on NAD or Adderall, but they had energy and they brought it. And it was one of the best experiences of my life. Like, any millennial, I'm a girl that loved BACKSTREET BOYS, NSYNC, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera. Like, that's what I grew up on. So this experience just brought me back to like the inner child in me, and something saved me. Like, I must say, I cannot talk. I cannot explain enough. No. What's the word when you're like, I cannot explain enough? I cannot express. I cannot express enough. If you guys can save enough money and go to the Backstreet Boys concert, it will heal you. It will do more things. Like I'm telling you, this week post Backstreet Boys concert, I have been skipping. I have been on a high. It was just the most magical, best night, best concert. And guys, this was not my first time at the Sphere. For Tyler and I's wedding, my wedding, what am I talking about? We made everybody in our wedding party get tickets to see Dead & Co. at the Sphere because we heard great things about the Dead & Co. experience at the Sphere. Like, everybody's like, oh my God, it's life-changing. When I tell you we went to Dead & Co. at the Sphere, every single one of our family members left within in the first 20 minutes. I was having anxiety because I made everybody come to the Sphere and buy tickets, and it was just more like a folk deadhead experience. I think I needed it to be on acid, and I took shrooms. So, like, I don't know if it was just wrong drug choice, but it was not our vibe. And, you know, we ended up leaving and going to see John Summit at Live, which was more my speed. But I'm just happy that I went back to the Sphere and saw an experience that I will remember for the rest of my life. Okay? No, guys, I cannot express enough how much, like, I can cry. I actually did have a moment during the concert where I almost cried because that's how happy I was. It had nothing to do with the shrooms. But I will say the only thing that I will kind of complain about with the Sphere is that Brian, who also had a lot of lead vocals in a lot of the songs, which I kind of felt bad about because he has that vocal fry condition. I think it's a condition. I don't know what it's called. But he had this jacket on. It was like a sequins jacket that ended right under his boob. So it was like a short mini crop jacket that like he had to wear for an entire song. And I just felt bad for the guy. You know, I'll post a picture of it because it was rough. A lot of the outfit choices I was a little concerned about, but on shrooms, everything was magical. Okay. Yeah, so if you got, I think they just extended tour dates too. Look at me. I should be like working for the Sphere. I'm like or Backstreet Boys, reach out to me. I'm fucking hyping you guys up. But they have more tour dates now because of high popular demand. And I think they're coming back in December, they're coming back in January, and they're coming back in February. So get your tickets, people. And so, yeah, I've been just listening to all the Backstreet songs this entire week. And also, I've been in this millennial hole, I just started thinking about Britney Spears and what would happen if she came back and did like a show. And I could cry thinking about Britney Spears, like, and I actually have been in a really good mood and I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. But just imagine what would happen if Britney Spears came back to a really good mental state and she was like, hey guys, I'm going to perform at the Sphere. I would divorce Tyler if I had a chance. Actually, that's really fucked up. But you know what I mean? Like, I would be there, Britney. Okay, so after the Backstreet Boys concert, you know, I'm flying high on my shrooms. I'm going on an adventure. And I'm like, you know, where to next? Let's keep the good vibes going. Tyler, my man, hates the club. He barely drinks. He has this thing called self-control. Never heard of it. He decides, oh yeah, baby, I'm going to go to sleep. And I'm like, no, nobody's killing my vibe. Let's just go see what the club is about. I wasn't even trying to like drink or go wild. I mean, that's a lie. I don't know what happened, but one of Tyler's friends was going to a club. So me and my other girlfriend and her husband head to the club. We go to XS Nightclub, which is kind of one of my favorite nightclubs in Vegas. It's like half indoor, half outdoor. It's a huge ass club. I went there one other time when I was 19 years old. I wore a not 19. I mean, I was 21. No, I think I know. Okay. The only other time I went to XS Nightclub, I was wearing a full bikini and heels on an ecstasy pill, walking around XS by myself. My friend also took the ecstasy pill, but she hid in the bathroom the entire time because she couldn't leave the bathroom. She was tripping so bad. She said she just felt safe in there. So I was literally wandering around, rolling balls by myself, trying to make friends. Everybody was like, who the fuck is this bitch? Why is she alone chain smoking cigarettes? I was like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. And I kept going back into the bathroom to try to get my friend out, and she just refused to leave until she stopped bugging out. She was in there for hours. I was like, I am going to murder myself. So, I just skipped around XS Nightclub and chain smoke cigarettes, but what a time. So that was my first experience with XS. This time I'm on mushrooms. I'm way more mature. I don't smoke anymore. I go into XS and it's this DJ Griffin who's playing. And all of a sudden, like, everybody starts screaming that Justin Bieber is at this club. And all of a sudden, we're like at a table right behind this Justin Bieber. And everybody's taking pictures with him. Like, everybody's freaking out. And mind you, this kid looks exactly like Justin Bieber in this moment. But he has the same exact tattoos as Justin Bieber, which is like really creepy that a man would actually get the same tattoos as Justin Bieber, like identical tattoos. He's in this table section, and DJ Griffin gets informed that this Justin Bieber guy wants to perform a song. And like, while this is all happening, like, I'm right behind the table where Justin Bieber is at, allegedly. And he is ordering pizza boxes to the table. I think he like racked $10,000 worth of bottles for him and his crew. And mind you, his crew was a bunch of like 18-year-old boys with mustaches. And I just knew immediately like something ain't right. And he was like singing to his own songs, and he looks a little like heavier than the real Justin Bieber. So I am on full blown, I am on a mushroom journey. And I'm telling all my friends, I'm like, guys, I don't think this is the real Justin Bieber. And they're like, shut up, Alexis. Like, no, it's him. Like, taking videos of him. I'm like, guys, like, this is not him. Like, I was so convinced in my mushroom mind that this guy was imposter and this was not the real Justin Bieber. Like, and I have a talent where I can spot a celebrity from a mile away. Like, I don't know what happened to me where God blessed me with this talent, but I know a celebrity when I see one. So I was like low-key a little bugging out that like I was the problem, that like everybody was freaking out over this Justin Bieber that wasn't Justin Bieber. But then all of a sudden, DJ Griffin goes, let's welcome Justin Bieber. So this kid goes on stage, does a whole performance to the song Sorry, and he sounded just like him. So then all my friends are looking at me, they're like, Alexis, we told you, like, bitching me out. And I'm like, still convinced like something ain't right. But like, he literally sounded just like him. And he actually put on a really good performance, if you ask me. So, and that's another thing. I don't think Justin Bieber like puts that much energy into his performances these days. So that was another like red flag. So I'm in the club, like witnessing this all go down. And I'm like, this is a case for the FBI. So I start DMing the real Justin Bieber. And I'm like, dude, are you performing right now at XS Nightclub? Because there's an imposter on the loose. Like, this is all that night that this is all going down. So whatever. I go back to my hotel room and I'm like, Tyler, oh my God, we just saw Justin Bieber, but like, I don't really know if it's Justin Bieber. Like, and Tyler said like, I was like on a mission. Like, I started Googling that night, like Justin Bieber at XS, like what is happening? The next day, there are all these news articles that XS had to like fire people in the hotel and at the Wynn because These people actually thought that this guy was Justin Bieber, but it was not. It was a full imposter, Justin Bieber doppelganger. And I think he also got paid to perform. So like there was this little kid from, I actually slid into this imposter's DM too. He didn't answer me to come on the podcast because I wanted him to explain himself. He literally racked up $10K for this table, got paid to perform at XS, got pizza boxes delivered to a table. It was not Justin Bieber. The DJ was scammed. XS was scammed. The win was scammed. But you know what? Alexis Waters was not scammed, okay? Because the shrooms do not lie. And it was just a night to remember. Like, I just can't believe out of all the nights that I go to Vegas, I was literally there for 24 hours trying to just be a millennial gal reliving. You know, I was just trying to be a millennial gal going to the Backstreet Boys, but I ended up in this situation. I started posting about it on social media, and then everybody the next day was like, Alexis, you were right. And I was like, dude. But honestly, not bad. I think it was a great prank. Can I fucking talk? Wait, I want to read what what actually went down so I make sense. Oh, speaking of, my phone's listening to me because the first person that popped up is Justin Bieber, the real one. But what a dumbass that these people like paid this guy to perform. Like he didn't, like he looks like him, but you could so tell that it wasn't him. You know what I mean? Give me a second. All post. Justin Bieber. Okay, wait. So a Justin Bieber impersonator finessed his way onto the stage at the XS Nightclub inside the Wynn Encore in Las Vegas over the weekend after fooling the night's headlining DJ Griffin into believing that he was the real Bieber. And when I tell you, DJ Griffin was so happy that Justin Bieber was there and performing. Like, he genuinely thought that was him. And mind you, like, imagine you're at a club and you're so fucked up and, like, everybody's drunk and on drugs. Like, you would kind of think it was Justin Bieber, too. But not I. I was like, I am smarter than all of these people. But, okay, the article says, in fact, the impersonator, the impersonator was a well-known Bieber doppelganger named Dylan Desclose, who pulled off the prank with the help of a full team posing as the singer's entourage and security. As Griffin himself detailed in an Instagram video, he alerted to the fact that Bieber was at the venue and wanted to perform Sorry, only to be informed afterward that the individual who had taken to the stage was a fake. The Wynn has subsequently banned Desclose from its properties for life, saying in a statement, after an elaborate and multi-step ruse by him and his advanced team, a Justin Bieber impersonator was granted access to the stage, and now he was removed from the You know what I mean? But it's actually embarrassing on XS part and the Wynn, even though I love that hotel so much and I love that club, so I actually don't want to bash them. But how the fuck didn't you know that was fucking Justin Bieber? But what a time. What a time. I always knew I was really trying to get the Dylan guy on the podcast. I still kind of want him on. I feel like it was an epic prank. But at the end of the day, you can't bullshit a bullshitter. So, Dylan, good try. But I want to clap it up for you. At least he got paid, you know? If you look like somebody, and like then I started stalking this kid. He does this like for a living. Like he travels and like performs Justin Bieber songs, which I think is a mental illness, honestly. Like something ain't right up there, but you got a lot of people. Like people were freaking out. He was also walking around the mall and like stopping to take pictures with every single fan, which didn't make sense. And another red flag, like he performed the song Sorry, which why wouldn't he perform a song on his new album? that he just released. That's like massive right now. But you know, I love a good night in Vegas. I love a good night at XS, and that'll do it. I also feel like, what else did I want to talk to you guys about? And another thing, like Justin Bieber, like the actual one, the real one, was a huge Bachelor fan. And I remember he started following like all my friends after the show premiered. And he never followed me. He actually like DM'd them and wanted to hang out with them. I think one of my friends actually went on a date with him from the show. And to this day, I always would check to see if he followed me, and he never did. And I actually slid into his DM multiple times, and he's never read it. So like Justin Bieber, like I love you, but I think I love the fake one more. Just kidding. Okay, guys, that's a wrap on my Vegas Justin Bieber saga. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I made sense. But if you guys can, I will always want everybody to have the Backstreet Boys experience. Like I can actually cry thinking about how much I love them. Okay, so if anybody has the chance to go to the Backstreet Boys concert in Vegas at the Sphere, you guys, I am begging you to save your money, not eat, don't go out, and save for this experience. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. They're all still alive. They're all still hot. They're all still having energy right now. I don't know how they're doing it, but it is an experience of a lifetime. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And when I tell you, the day before the Backstreet Boys concert, I get a call from Tyler. I am in New Jersey. Tyler is in Vegas. He calls me. He says that he hurt his elbow on the golf course. And I'm like, okay, but what happened? He's like, oh, like I strained it, or like I have to get an MRI. So I'm like, okay, that sounds like a personal problem, but like we have the Backstreet Boys concert tomorrow. Like we're still going, right? And he's like, no, baby, I want to go home. I'm miserable. And when I tell you, I was full blown still going to the Backstreet Boys concert, whether Tyler's elbow and him were coming or not. Like I love him to death, but like we could deal with your elbow on Sunday. And what is happening now, the elbow is perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it. And I heard he laid on the ground during the golf course and was screaming, I want to go home, which I never wanted pictured in my life, but here we are. And like he had tape on his elbow, and when he was ripping it off, he was like, ah. And I was very confused. I'm like, baby, like when men are hurt, oh my God, it's like the end of the world. It's like, dude, I get it. Like if he was like really seriously injured, I would actually feel bad for him. But like it was literally like a little, probably like a muscle twitch. And he was freaking out. Or like a little like I think maybe like something hit it. Like nothing like we got to worry about. But you know, boys will be boys. And we still love him. But you know what I mean? I mean, you guys know what I mean. Well, anyways, on that note, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for listening to this unhinged solo episode. And every week I am going to be receiving voicemails that you guys can call in. So please leave a voicemail. I'm trying to do this new thing where you guys call in and I just respond. Like if you want to get something off your chest, if you want to tell me a deep, dark secret, or if you want to tell me something freaky or something nasty, you know, like I'm down to hear it all on the Literally Not Okay podcast. Tell me about it. Tell me about like a weird hypochondriac experience that you had. Because I had one yesterday and I cannot tell you guys about it, but I would love to. But it's too weird. But any weird, just like a mishap, anything, please leave a number. Please leave a voicemail at this number, uno momento, 678-829-9487. That's 678-829-9487. And tell me why you're literally not okay. Thank you guys so much. And make sure to leave in the comments and follow, like, and subscribe. And tell me why you're literally not okay. See you guys next week. Love you. Bye.